Anyway, on to some more serious topics, some little couple mini topics before we start getting into the meat and potatoes and start talking about some games and stuff like that. Um let's start off with a lighter topic. You remember how in the with the Xbox 360, remember how like you can move the shell of the Xbox and get custom ones? Like whenever they release custom Xboxes and things of that nature so that you can make your Xbox look different? Like back in the 360 days?
Give me a second. I never know that. I didn't know that before. I don't know. I never changed my design of my Xbox. I just never did. So.
Oh, well, reportedly, now this is still rumor. That's why I'm saying like it's kind of iffy. This is still rumored, but it is believed that you'll be able to do the same thing with PlayStation 5 faceplates, like the two white plates on the side that make it look like a router. It's believed that those will be removable and that they might start selling like custom faceplates and things of that sort, so that you could remove them and customize your PlayStation 4. So how you feeling about that?
The PlayStation 4 or which was console actually?
No, the faceplates.
One of
The ability to remove the faceplates.
which ability to remove it, like customize it and make it what you want.
Yeah, like customize it, take them off. Period.
Well, that sounds good. You know, you want it to be something that you want. You want it to put a different color, different custom design. That's good. Not make it like what you just bought. You know,
True.
if it was built like if the company built it like that to make it customizable for the user to change the look, then yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Another thing. Oh, okay. That's just my computer. Let me try to see if I can lower the quality. I don't know. No. All right. Anyway, another thing I kind of like about that idea is that let's say the faceplates are too big and you want to fit it in a smaller space, you may be able to take them off so that it could fit better. I also like the idea of that. But besides that, and like what you said about how it may be more designs, I like that. Oh, another thing I just thought about too is like, you know how like there's sites like Etsy and stuff like that where people make custom things for like just custom design things and things of that nature. I think like there'll be a business on like Etsy and DeviantArt for custom designs and things of that sort that people could like make and sell. So it might be pretty cool to like buy those if the faceplates really are removable. That'd be like a really cool idea, like a really cool thing that could happen as like a byproduct.
So have you done that before? Have you customized your console before?
No, not really, but it could be a cool thing to look forward to if the faceplates are removable. That might be nice. But for the last mini topic, Fortnite was actually banned off of the Apple and Android app stores because
Monopolistic, just to say.
Since hold up.
That's one of them. Like they called that Epic Games called them out.
Yeah. So
they're resisting competitors, you know, innovators, things of the sort. So that's why they're suing. That's why Epic Games are suing Google and Apple.
All right, so
that's one.
That's part of it, but hold on. Let me give the basic explanation for those out there who don't know. So basically, what the Google Play and Apple Play Store, I heard it was more Apple Play Store than Google Play Store, but Google Play Store, they took it off more as like a byproduct of what happened to Apple and not necessarily Google directly. I heard from the information I was given and the information I found, it was more Apple than Google, but they kind of removed it from Google because of like they had to. So you know how like for V-Bucks, Fortnite skins, dances and stuff like that, you have to like buy them with real money. So what the Apple Play Store and Google Play Store were doing, where they were saying, okay, you can put your app on our platforms, but we have to like take a little bit of the profit from that, like take a little bit of the profit out of that. You know, they was like, we want a little piece of the pie. Epic was like, okay, but apparently they were taking about, I don't know the exact number, but about 30% of the about 30% of the income that Epic was making off of each sale was how much was going to Apple and Google Play. And in terms of business, that's a lot. Like usually 10 to 15% is the highest you want to go, and they were taking a whole 30. So let's say, so let me put it like this. Let's say they sell $7 million, 7 million. Let's say they sell $10 million in skins. Off the rip, Apple would be getting about $3 million of that. So that's, and we're not even counting tax and things of that sort. So that's about $3 million that Apple is getting off the top before we even calculate taxes and stuff of that sort, which is a lot. So what Epic started doing to try and combat this and kind of act this is they kind of put a feature in the game where, let's say the regular skin, the regular cost for the skin and whatnot was about $10, and Epic said you could pay through Google Pay or pay through not Google Pay, Google Play, or pay through Apple's monetization system, or you could basically send the money directly to Epic for like $2-3 less. So like I said, if the regular skin was $10, Epic was like, you can pay $10 and send some of the money to Apple, or you can pay $7 and just send all the money that we're gonna get straight to us. And if you really think about it, as expensive as those skins could get, you really think somebody's gonna pay the higher price for a $10 game skin? Like, no, they're gonna go pay the lower price, because you're getting the same thing anyway, but you're just spending less money while you're doing it. So why not buy the lower skin? So Apple didn't like that, because people started buying the lower skins, and all the profit that they should be getting, they weren't getting because it wasn't being sold through them. Therefore, they weren't collecting any profit from it. So Apple basically said, go on, get up off our store. And from the information I gathered, Apple was taking these large percentages from a lot of other businesses and things of that sort. It's just that these businesses were way smaller than Epic and don't have as much power in the gaming world as Epic. And Epic basically said, hey, look. Say again?
So they're indies.
Yeah, more like,
these are indie.
Yeah, they're more like indie devs and things like that. And they don't have the power that Epic has, where they have like, Epic has like a whole legal team they hired and things of that sort. Versus indie people, the most they'll have is a consultant lawyer or two or something of that nature. But Epic, they have like full legal teams of people that deal with things like this. So they're basically taking Apple and Google Play to court and saying, look, we're gonna sue you for all the money you took from us, like all the extra crazy amounts of money you took from us that were basically just way too much for our liking. And the only reason you've been doing it to all these other people is because they can't speak up for themselves, so we're gonna speak up for them. So any thoughts, feelings about that?
Sorry, I'm being a little tired. Because I heard this story not long ago. It's recent, but I don't know. I just don't have any. I would say like it's a very good thing. That they're stepping up for they're stepping up for other indie developers too, not only themselves, which is a good thing.
No, I'm saying the reason. Well, from the information I got, I'm saying they're stepping up because like more or less they're stepping up not for the indie developers directly, but more they're stepping up because it's like, I'm not them. Like, I can speak up for myself. They can't. I'm not them. It's one of those scenarios is what I'm saying. Less than like how you're saying it, like they're being the noble hero. Like, not saying they not doing it for that reason, but from my information, it's more of just a I'm not them scenario.
Yeah, I'm not saying they are a hero, but even though they are a corporation, Epic Games is another corporation. Yeah, but I would say it's a good thing that they're suing them back because
No, no, no.
And
Apple
Google's
didn't.
way
Apple
bigger
and
than
Google
that.
didn't sue them. It's just Epic suing Apple and Google. They're not like
Oh,
counter
that's what
suing.
Epic sue those two
Yeah,
tech companies. That's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
And they more have beef,
So,
like I said, with Apple than Google. So I think that's pretty. I think it's pretty cool that they're standing up for themselves, because most people who aren't like devs probably wouldn't realize things like this. Because I mean, how many times a day have you ever sat down and said, "All right, this game costs $60. How much of that profit is actually going to the company who made it?" That's what I'm saying. So I think it's good that they're standing up for themselves, and that they're starting somewhere with calling out Apple and things like that. So to get into some of the gaming topics we have, you want to start off with Fall Guys or T-Lou?